Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Alex Dodds. Welcome to Dodds Diaries. Today is Saturday the 8th of September. It's now coming up to 20 to 10 and 50 here in Salou, Costa de Roda. We're going to go around to Cap de Salou. We're going to go and have a ride on the tourist road train that runs through along the seafront. There are two lines of it, two routes. So we're going to do the one that'll take us to Cap de Salou. We're going to have a look at the lighthouse that's around there, and we're going to have a look at some other bits around there as well. It's more of a quieter area. There is a beach, but it's not a bit in. Then of course this afternoon we'll come back and we'll be relaxing on the beach here in Salou. I am loving this holiday, me. Only got a few more days to go though, sadly, but still a few more days of relaxation to enjoy. Meanwhile, let's enjoy today. So we're on the tourist train that'll take us to Cap de Salou. We'll go down to the lighthouse that brings us around, and oh, look at the view up here already. That looks stunning. We've climbed uphill a bit. Some more hotels and apartments around here.
water's nice.
Views up here are spectacular, and just over there in the distance is Tarragona, which is where we were yesterday.
We'll walk from the other side of that, this side up the beach.
Alright, son. This is where you should be.
Right, here we are in Cap de Salou. So compared to the main area, this is the more quieter area. We've got a lot of apartments and some hotels around here as well. The sea is just over there. Now what we're going to do is have a little walk along the coastal path back to Llevant Beach. Looks lovely round here. Looks nice and quiet as well. And it's a beautiful day again as well. Oh, this is what buses in Salou look like. Compared to the British buses, the buses over here are about as big as the coach back in the UK. Right, here's one of the beaches in Cap de Salou. And look at this. The views up here are amazing. Just look at that seawater. That is absolute crystal clear as out. You can actually see right the way to the bottom of it. That is beautiful. You can see a bit more down the coast there. You see the main area of Salou, which is just along there. It's where we're heading to at the moment. There's another beach just after this called Cambrils, I think. We'll go and have a look at that. But for now, the views here are just tranquil, very peaceful. had to walk up some steps, which I didn't really like. This particular bit of the walk is uphill, but thankfully from the top it should be downhill. So on the plus side, you get some absolute amazing views up here. What a beauty. Right, after that walk we have made it back to Llevant Beach, the main area of Salou. We've only been over here at night time. This is the lively area, but in the daytime, let's have a different look. This place is amazing. There is a little bit of cloud in the distance, but hopefully all that is going to go away from us. We're jumping into the Belriad Sea right now. As you can see, Llevant Beach is absolutely jam-packed today. That's Saturday as well. When did I ever see a scene like this in the UK? Well, I don't know. Probably hasn't been one like this for a good 20 years. Maybe if you're on the south coast, it'll be a bit similar. Right, here we are on the beach now. Scorching hot out here. It's about maybe 26, 27 degrees Celsius. Packed here today. We're going to be on here now just to relax and enjoy ourselves for the next few hours. Right, it's now coming up to 25 past 1. Still enjoying our time on the beach. Although it's been clouding over now and the sun unfortunately has gone behind it. To be fair, it's not too bad, because sometimes when you're in a hot country it's nice to have a day like a cool off day, but 7 days of sunshine is what I would prefer than some cloud. Still though, having a lovely time we are. We've got a bit of a situation report. The weather is turning, raining and showers and a bit windy, so everyone's pretty much now having to abandon ship and take shelter. This is not what we came to Salou for, but I suppose for my first holiday abroad in a hot country, it's part of the experience. It is now 10 past 3. Wet here, but also it's still hot and humid as well. Hopefully that big rain cloud has just passed over. It was forecast for partially cloudy today. A lot of people sort of abandoned ship coming off the beach over there. We had to as well. So we're now just going to walk along, look at a few shops just over here. We're just walking along the streets very slowly. Here in Salou, the footpaths look like they're all made of marble. So when it gets wet, it can be a bit dangerous if you run, so we need to take our time. So we're just walking along looking in some souvenir shops, which one thing Salou is not short of, and that's gift shops. To kill time, we're having another drink. So I'm drinking Estrella, pint of it. It's about €2.50. My mum's drinking half Estrella. Lovely stuff. This is made in Barcelona. Right, we'll walk back to the hotel, rest there for a couple of hours, and then we'll come back out for another night, another drink. Shame about the weather today. I was hoping for hot sunshine that Salou normally has. But meantime, over there, you see, well, behind the trees there, that's the tourist train over there. That runs on, there are two different routes of that. We've got one of them today to take us to Cap de Salou. It also goes to Portaventura as well. There's another one that goes a different route. Either on yellow line, green line, L1 and L2. And this was the one we got today. Right, out we go again for the 5th time. Back to the seafront, and this time we're going to go to the other beach, Llevant Beach, which is further along from Llevant Beach, more quieter side as well, so I don't have a walk along that. I am just hoping we have no rain tonight. Getting fed up with the rain coming over here when really we're not supposed to have it here in Salou. As we're walking to the front, just thinking what drink is on the cards for tonight. I think we've had enough of cocktails for this week, so probably go for a pint. Estrella, probably. I'm going to miss all these palm trees when I go home in a few days' time. All these palm trees are probably the closest I'll get to Las Vegas. Hopefully I might go to Vegas one year, see all those palm trees and casinos and whatnot. Salou is definitely beautiful lit up at night time. Right now we're walking along Llevant Beach, quite a side of Salou, and I can see why it's quieter, because it doesn't really look lively. There are a couple of beach bars along here, not as many as the other side. So we've walked further along on that beach. You can see right away over there, that is Llevant Beach. That is the entertainment area, and that looks stunning, looking at that from this point of view. And normally the last few nights we've been standing over that end. There are some hotels on this part here. Well, there are hotels all over Salou. A lot of restaurants and tapas bars and all that. Definitely worth visiting here. Since we're around the area, we'll come back to the station. There's a train due at 10 o'clock. It's a Renfe regional train going to Barcelona, Estación de Francia. We'll get there about 22 midnight. There was one more train, about 11. There's actually two more trains due to stop here. One at 22:25 heading south, I think. And then another one, the last one of the night, is at 11 o'clock. That terminates at Barcelona Sants station. Coming down is the 21:59 regional Renfe service to Barcelona Estación de Francia, coming from Tolso. What I love about the Spanish trains, been getting a lot of two-tones from these passing through here. That's more tones than what I get going through Tessie Street. So we're walking back to the seafront. For those who are wondering where the station is, That's just there. The distance from it to the front is literally just down the end of this road, which is pretty much similar to the distance between the station in Paynton and the seafront there on the Devon coast. Looks like we've got some sort of light display on, so let's go and have a look at this. That light show we just saw here was fantastic. If only we knew that was going to be on, we could have been here a bit earlier to watch the entire show. There's quite a lot of tunes in there that we recognised, a few British ones. We heard Queen, We Will Rock You, Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. That was from 1999. We heard ABBA with Waterloo. We had on The Beatles, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. We also had on a song by John Miles, which was called, ma'am? What was the song called? Music Was My something, which topped the charts in I think the 60s. Meantime, time for us to get a drink. Right, for our drink tonight, I think we'll go back to the Rose and Crown pub, which is a British pub. That's what with Salou, we saw a lot of Scottish, Irish and English pubs around. Kind of good, that. Okay, it's now coming up to 10 to midnight. And the diary on the balcony. Nice view of the swimming pools. Today's been very good. This morning, today's activity, we went to Cap de Salou on the little tourist train. It's a nice train, that. It's got two routes. €6 we paid for. It's not a hop-on, hop-off service, so if you want to get back on again, you've got to pay another €6. Cap de Salou, it's the quieter area. A lot of apartments and some hotels as well. Some nice sandy beaches though, golden, so they were nice to have a look at. And we walked there back to Llevant beach, went on the beach here. Unfortunately it started raining this afternoon for a bit. That was annoying, then it was just cloudy for the rest of the afternoon. So we came back here. And we've gone back out, and thankfully tonight, nice clear skies. Have a look in here. Oh, by the way, I think that bang, fireworks coming from nearby Portaventura theme park. You can see here, clear skies. This time, no thunderstorms or rain or anything. Went along to Ponnet Beach. It's again the quieter part of Salou, not as busy as Llevant Beach. Went to the station and filmed one train. It was a regional going to Barcelona, coming from Torso, I think. I like the Spanish trains over here. Compared to ours in the UK, they're bigger, and also the platforms. The difference is it's like walking on footpaths. In fact, the station here had platforms literally at foot level, right at the very bottom. Then went and saw a nice little light display, played a few familiar tunes to us, and then had a drink in the Rose and Crown pub. It's a nice British pub that's over here. It's about €2.50 for a pint of Estrella. I've actually had a few drinks today. In fact, I've had 3 pints of Estrella. Very nice. Tomorrow's activity is going to be on Sunday. We're actually going to be going to nearby Cambrils. So we're going to be doing one more Spanish train journey. Gives me one final look at the Ren Fair before we go home next week. And then of course we'll come back to the beach in the afternoon. You may be wondering why each day of the diary, why is it they're quite short? Well, the thing is, we come here to Salou. There's not really much in the way of trains apart from like just the one line that goes through the station. We've come here mainly to soak up the sea, sun and Spanish hospitality, and we've been absolutely loving it. It opens up the door for us to go to Spain next year. Me and my mum are already talking about it. We're looking up maybe Benidorm or Torremolinos, Lanzarote maybe. But to be fair, it would have to be somewhere where there are trains, because I cannot be without me trains anywhere in the world. So because of the fact each part of the diary is a bit short, that's why I'm merging some of the days together. Good night. Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. Today is Sunday, the 9th of September. Just got today and tomorrow to go, sadly. Time's going up to 10 o'clock, and our 6th day here in Salou, Costa de Roda. This morning's activity, we're going to go along to the nearby resort of Cambrils. Gives me another ride on the Spanish railway. I know it's just 7 minutes to the next stop, but still it gives me one more opportunity to go on the Spanish trains. You see them. We're going to walk along to the seafront to the station, and we'll catch the train to Cambrils at 10 o'clock. 10:55 actually. We're there for a few hours and then we'll come back here to relax. Well, a lovely holiday we're having so far, and we don't really want to return back to England in a couple of days' time, but oh well. Meantime, let's enjoy today. Okay, as we're walking along the front towards the station, I decided to treat myself to a nice souvenir. Here's what I've got on. A nice FC Barcelona cap. Normally €27. In the shop I got it from it was 20, but because they're from England, he decided to sell it for €18. I like Barcelona FC colours. That's why I decided to get a cap as well, and also just to give us some memories as well. Okay, now at Cambrils. It's now 10:57. We actually got a late running regional express train that was going at Dodds Diaries. It was actually running really late. I think an hour and a bit. Only took a few minutes ride to get here. Anyway, this station, it looks like just this platform I'm standing on is what's in use. That other platform over there looks really narrow. Right, this is one of the beaches at Cambrils, and this one is called Playa de Santa Maria. And this one looks kind of nice. Not as busy as the main beach in Salou, but it's still a quieter alternative if you want a less lively place to go to for a holiday. Weather again is looking absolutely beautiful today. This is also a port city as well. The port is literally just located along this path here, which we'll go and have a look in a moment. Right, we've just been in a restaurant. That was just there. Just had tutti frutti sundae each and a glass of sangria. We'll look at the other beach. The train back to Salou is in just under an hour's time. Out here it's about 26, 27 degrees Celsius. It is very, very hot, but it's lovely. This is like the marine area. We'll take a closer look at it. So all the lovely, all the boats and that are around here. Looks very nice. Here is the other beach in Cambrils. It is packed, although not as packed as Llevant Beach in Salou. It's nice to go on this, but we're going on Salou Beach when we get back there. Hey, some of the resorts I've seen this week, absolutely beautiful. I need to come back to Spain more and more for my holidays in the future.
Destino, Barcelona, Estación de Francia. Día 1.
Regional Express. Traveling from Tortosa. Destination, Barcelona, Estación de Francia. Platform 1.
Getting this train to Salou, and this is my last Spanish train ride of this year. Right, just arrived back in Salou, and now back to the beach we go. That pretty much concludes my Spanish train rides and Spanish train spotting for this year. It's been good, the railways have been brilliant, but now it's just time to relax between now and when we go home on Tuesday morning. Right, back on the main strip. We're just alongside Llevant Beach now, walking between the palm trees. Maybe cloudy, but the sun is going to be back out. We're going to go on the beach now for the next few hours and enjoy ourselves. This is where they had that light display last year, and that was a lovely light display it was. Been having a lovely time on the beach this afternoon, but unfortunately we've got a massive black cloud over, and I think that could possibly be thunderstorms in the distance. But I think though it's actually heading away from us. Meanwhile, let's go, and in fact the sun's starting to break through again. Let's go take another walk down to the shore itself. Starting to empty out a bit now. I've actually enjoyed going to the sea at this point because all the big waves have been coming. I will miss all this when I go home in a couple of days' time. All these holiday video shots I've been doing, it's like I'm doing an episode of Wish You Were Here, or even Holiday from the 90s. But yeah, that cloud looks a bit threatening, so we're going to retreat shortly. Okay, it's now around the 6 o'clock point. We're going to go back to the hotel and freshen up, and we'll eat our dinners. It'll be the last time we actually eat dinner in the hotel this week, because tomorrow, for our final day, we plan on eating out. Maybe at a tapas bar or somewhere nice. I don't know. See, it's clouding over. It's worse on that side, but hopefully that is actually all going to go away. Hey, I just love these palm trees. Right, it's now 8:45. We're going back out again. Got tonight and all of tomorrow to go. The likelihood is this and tomorrow's part are likely to be quite short. As between now and Tuesday morning, it's just about relaxation. So let's enjoy it. And now on Wish You Were Here, lol, we've come to a beach bar. Tonight I'm having a drink of San Miguel. My mum's having one with half a lime. She's having a half with some, I think, lime or lemon in it. And this is nice. We don't get this in the UK, but here we are, sitting by the Bowery Sea, just enjoying the view with a pint. This is brilliant. Right, it's now to 11:30. So in the diary with another view of the pools in the bar area from the balcony. Gonna end this part. Today's been another fab day here in Salou. Well, today we got the train to Cambrils, the nearby resort. It's about a 4-minute ride on the Renfe Regional Express train. There's one thing I've loved about the Renfe trains. They've all been air conditioned. Every single one we've been on, so it's been absolutely cool as out on them. Cambrils was a nice resort. It's quieter than over here. It's the sort of place you'd be best to go to if you were wanting a quieter holiday. We had a nice Sunday in a cafe, tutti frutti. I had a glass of sangria. Then afterwards came back, been relaxing on the beach here in Salou for a few more hours. Had our dinners. Then we've just gone back out tonight, had another drink down on the beach. And then we've come straight back here. Tomorrow is my last full day here in Salou. And then afterwards, on the Tuesday, we fly back to the United Kingdom. Tomorrow we're just going to be relaxing all day, down by the pools here in the hotel. And then of course a few more hours on the beach, and then I might get 1 or 2 more trains done at the station. So you're not really going to be seeing much of us on camera tomorrow, because there's not really much in the way of trains to do. But we're still going to enjoy ourselves. You can tell our holiday is starting to run out of steam now. I'm starting to run out of steam a little bit as well. I don't think I could manage 2 weeks away from home. I'll get a bit homesick. Even if I went, say for example, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks away in the southwest of England, I'll still get a bit homesick. So therefore, tomorrow's part will be combined with part 8, which is the part which we return home. I might probably combine this part with the last 2, actually. Buenas noches. Today is Monday the 10th of September, and today is our last full day here in Salou in Costa de Roda in Spain. It's been a fab holiday what we've had over the last week or so, but it's our last full day today. It's lovely, you know. We'll walk up on the morning, get the view like this, you know, view of the swimming pools and that. You don't really get one like this back in England. Depends on where you stay though. Today, just mainly about relaxation, so you're not going to be seeing much of me today. We'll be going on the beach maybe a bit later, once the weather gets a bit better, because it is clouding a bit. We'll be going in them swimming pools today as well. Might get a couple of more trains filmed at the station. And that will be it for today, so this is going to be obviously another short bit again. Tomorrow we'll be merged into this bit. That's where we fly back to North East England. Meantime, let's enjoy our last full day here in Salou. So out we go this morning. Today is our last chance to see all of Salou, because tomorrow we leave here for Reus Airport. So hopefully all this cloud or at least most of it will go away later. Still feels quite warm out here, like 20 something degrees Celsius. There's one thing I can say is the heat over here in Spain, it's a much different kind of heat altogether compared to the UK. Right, just before we head to the beach, I've decided to come back to the station for one more time for about 45 minutes so I can get a few more trains here in Salou. And that'll be my last lot of this holiday. Right, it's now 12:30, and that's it for my Spanish train spotting. It's now finished for this year, till another year. It's been very good. I'll probably hopefully see Renfe another year. Now to the beach we go for one more time on this holiday. Another beautiful afternoon here on Llevant Beach. Sadly though, this is my last day of living the dream. Had a couple of swims, had a pint of San Miguel as well. Let's take a look at the around. This beach here is absolutely just amazing. Another one, it's called Europe's Beach. You can see there is some cloud in the distance. But they've got some blue skies over here as you head further down the coast. I'm just going to miss all this. Here is Salou, the artwork, the Lordro. There are two of these on the seafront. I like the different colours of these. It's a good sculpture, this. We've also got a sculpture of a propeller just over here as well. Cambrils down the road also had a Lordro just like this as well, except that was just in white colours. This is fantastic. This is an impressive structure. What we have here, what looks like to be a hammer and siglet, similar to the one that's on the flag of Russia. Right, the time is now coming up to 4:30. We're going to walk back to the hotel now for a couple of hours, and then we're going to be coming back out later on for one more night here in Salou. So we're just about to head out for the final time. It's the last time I'll get to see a view like this. It's the last night tonight. So what this hotel has is 2 pools. It's got an outdoor bar just down there, tables and chairs. It's got a restaurant. In the other building there is a lounge and a bar, entertainment area. Got a pool, a couple of video arcade games as well. All in all, what we've stopped in is very nice indeed, actually. It's brilliant. And so out we go again for the final time this holiday. For our dinners, rather than eating in the hotel tonight, we're going to eat out at one of the restaurants in that lively bit that we've been going to nearly every night.
Mira, Gonzalo.
Because we're not having dinner in the hotel, it means we've come out in time and the sun is just about going down. And it looks spectacular over those mountains. You can see the outline of the mountains as well with the sun going down. That is just brilliant. That sunset is just absolutely amazing, and it really does show the outline of all the mountains in the background. You can see right the way down the coast. I think right the way down towards the end, somewhere right the way down there is Valencia, and then this island here, you can see there, is actually Ibiza.
No se derrama.
See Ibiza down there, I think, and then next island to the left, I don't think you can quite see it, but Mallorca is out there somewhere. This all looks absolute stunning.
Ya papá, ¿no? He sacado así que se ve el mar, pues no se ve. Espera ahora. Ya está. Mira a ver si te lo has hecho bien. Yo lo mejor que podía.
¿Ves? ¿Dere? Falar com o bairro.
Vale. No quiero el tiquio. Espérate que me voy a poner detrás de la barca para sacar el atardecer diferente.
Excuse me. Really?
So for our food tonight, we're having tapas, which is Spanish delicacy, where the food is often served in smaller portions. This here is Spanish sausage meat. And on here I've got like nachos and guacamole, bit of sour cream, bit of cheese and meat. The mum here is having a Spanish omelette, potato and fries. Let's have a taste of this sausage meat. That is lovely, that. It's a bit, obviously it's a bit different from chorizo. That's a Spanish sausage. Normally chorizo is more spicy, but that is lovely, that. Try a little bit of the guacamole and nacho. That is lovely, that. So that tapas selection I had was absolutely delicious. So for dessert, I've got here creme catalana, which is similar to a creme brulee, but just a Spanish version. It's lovely. As darkness descends on Salou, pretty much our holiday is starting to come to a conclusion. Had a lovely meal tonight, tapas selection, then I had creme catalana. Meantime, it's my last chance to see all this lit up at night. It's our last chance to see the seafront as well. We've had one amazing holiday, but all good things must come to an end. Meantime, there is a light show on at 10 o'clock further around there, which hopefully we'll go and have a look in a moment or two. I am going to miss this view. 10 o'clock. We've come here to watch the light show that we missed some of last night. So, for the very last time, we walked alongside Llevant Beach. We're going to stop off at the Rose and Crown pub for a pint. Well, I'm going to miss all this. That light show we saw was fantastic. But for me, it's goodbye from Salou. Well, at least until, well, still in it till tomorrow morning, till we depart. It's been fantastic. We've had a wonderful time. Right, it's now come up to 20 to midnight. Back at our hotel now for our final sleep here. Which means I get one final look at this view here. It's a shame it's not a sea view, but still, the view what we've had here has been brilliant, you know, lit up at night. This hotel is fantastic. Today it's just been about relaxing on the beach for one more time. Got a few more trains at the station done as well. Then tonight we've been out at tapas as well, Spanish delicacy. Saw that light show as well, and then we popped in the Rose and Crown tonight for a pint. Anyway, tomorrow flying back to Newcastle in the northeast of England. We get picked up from here at 8:15 in the morning, back to Reus airport, and we depart there at 10:30 on a TUI Boeing plane. Get back into Newcastle at 12:30, around 12:30 UK time. Collect my car and then drive along towards the A1 and then back down the A1 back to Chelsea Street. Although we do plan on stopping off at the Metrocentre shopping centre on the way back. The next part, when I fly back, will be included with this. It's now Tuesday the 11th of September, 20 to 8. The last time we say this, because today we fly home back to Newcastle. About 8:15 we get picked up here, and then we'll get the plane from Reus airport back to Newcastle. Journey time of about maybe 2.5 hours. And so it's goodbye from Salou, goodbye from Costa de Roda. Going back to Reus airport, and we're due there in 20 minutes. There's the Boreal Sea. There's the passed over. Back into Reus Airport now. Right, we are at Reus Airport. This is a Boeing 737 that we're on, TUI. Flight number Tom 1203. We're due over to Newcastle at 12:30 this afternoon.
My name's David Cockrell, I'm the captain today and I'll be flying you back. Join the flight deck is first off James McCullin. Devil's our cameraman today, and we have Sam at the front, Emma and Gemma will be stationed at the rear. We're all raring to go. We're just going to get all the ground equipment moved away. One important thing is, though, when you're allocated a seat, because we're not full, they allocate your seats so that you can keep the aeroplane correctly balanced for takeoff and landing. So if you've got on the aeroplane and you've sat down, don't like your seat and you've stood up and moved seats, can you move back to your allocated seating positions, please? As it's very important for the aeroplane to be balanced as we get in. So it's a little bit busy for a small airport. There's airplanes moving around behind us. Once they're clear, we'll be getting pushed off stand, start the engines on this Boeing 737-800. Taxi out takes about 5 minutes at the far end of the runway as we're taking off in a westerly direction today. That's from our right to left. The runway's behind us. Climbing straight ahead for a few miles, then a right-hand turn northbound across the Pyrenees. We plan to cruise at 38,000 feet today, and the flight time is just over 2 hours and 15 minutes. In Newcastle at the moment, it's a westerly breeze about 15 miles an hour. Partly cloudy, good visibility, there are showers in the area, and temperature at 13 degrees. When we get airborne into the cruise at a suitable time, I'll give you a bit more information on the route we're going to fly, also updates on the weather. So until then, sit back, relax, and if you're not quite sure where you're sitting, check your boarding cards and you can go back to your allocated seats. Thank you.
Please make sure all mobile phones and handheld devices are switched to flight mode. Bigger electronic items like laptops need to be switched off and stowed securely in your hand luggage and placed either under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartment.
Here we go.
Things in the overhead compartments can move around during the flight, so be sure to avoid a bump on the head by opening them carefully. And if the crew ask you to leave the aeroplane urgently, remember to leave all of your hand luggage behind. We're just about ready for takeoff, so make sure your seatbelt is fastened, your seat is upright, your window blind is up or clear, and your tray table is stowed away. For more information about this flight's emergency procedures, have a look at the safety card. And if you're sitting in an exit row, please pay special
And
attention
from
to the
Spain,
exit
it is adios,
Thanks so much for
amigos.
listening. And from all of us at TUI, wish you a magical flight.
Just taxiing now, and then we're ready
TUI,
for liftoff.
discover your smile.
Have you know what everyone?
Remember, a week ago, I was absolutely excited for my very first flight. Checking the flaps. Airplane that flies to an island. taxi. And now, onto the runway we go. Ready? Away. Right, let's go. Like a roller coaster ride, this. Just over there the other day, and Salou is just down there, so is Portaventura over there. Just over there. I think that's how it's pronounced, though. Somewhere down there in Salou is the hotel we stopped at. Back there another year. You see Llevant Beach, just over there. This down here is Cambrils. It was just absolutely fantastic. Start banking right, as what we'll be doing is passing over the French Pyrenees, then over France, and across the Channel, then London, Manchester, and then to Newcastle.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the captain switches off the seatbelt sign. We do suggest whenever you are in your seat, you keep your seatbelt loosely fastened over any clothing or blankets, just in case there's any turbulence. Please take take care when opening overhead compartments to ensure that nothing falls out. And once again, we remind you smoking is not permitted, and this includes the use of electronic cigarettes. Any electronic devices which are charging must be monitored at all times. On the back page of your shop magazine, you will find some important safety information, and we recommend that you read this. On board this aircraft, we have 3 toilets. There are 2 situated at the rear of the cabin and 1 at the front on the left-hand side.
See a lot of space here.
Passengers queuing for the front toilet to remain on the carpeted area and only enter the front galley once the toilet becomes vacant. This is to comply with current airline security. Now then, sit back, relax, and if there's anything you do need, please just ask a member of the crew. We'll be back soon to tell you a little bit more about your in-flight service. Thank you.
please. Spelled Toulous, I think. On St. Paris, that is on the other side of the plane. Still passing over France. You can see the Atlantic Ocean from this side, and somewhere on this side is the town of Bordeaux. northwest of France now, so it won't be long passing over the English Channel. Probably fly over either Cherbourg or Calais. We're about an hour away from Newcastle. At 12 UK time. Right, according to the map, we are now flying over the English Channel. Unfortunately, you can't see it down here because the weather looks like it's returning to normal British weather of cloudy and maybe a bit of rain. south of England, I think not far from London. So we've only got like another 250 miles to go until we arrive back in the northeast. We're going to be starting to descend soon. Slightly descending now towards Newcastle, although we're just passing over Coventry at the moment, somewhere around there.
Yeah, no good there for a while, please. Boys, girls, and Captain Speaking, 30 minutes before we land into Newcastle. We're presently about 10-15 miles to the southeast of the Nottingham area, heading up towards Sheffield, then Leeds to Newcastle. Yeah, it's still a westerly breeze, about 20 miles an hour, and good visibility, some scattered showers around. It's sitting at 14 degrees Celsius. The westerly breeze will be descending in position down towards the Tynemouth. Look across a little bit and then take a left-hand turn, so we can make the approach into it. We should be on the ground just before 1 or 2 hours. I'll stand a little bit later than that. So we're looking at 15 minutes of illusion. From now on, introduce myself against my pieces across the point here. We should wish you well. We enjoy the holiday. Have a great flight. Have a safe journey home.
So as the captain says, we're going to head sort of east towards Sheffield, Leeds area, and then head probably out to the North Sea a bit, and then we'll probably descend over Tynemouth into Newcastle Airport. Nearly there now. Down there, it's either Leeds Bradford Airport or Doncaster Sheffield. Well, it used to be Robin Hood Airport back in the day. So Sheffield is somewhere around here. Some dull cloud here. Yorkshire moors. See all them up there. We're actually just passing over Berkeley now. See Chesney Street from here. We're just about home. See East Coast Main Line just here somewhere. Just over there. This is a Gateshead. And there it is. Newcastle upon Tyne. Just heading towards Tyne now. Places like Wall's End, just along here. Bike End as well. This is Colin Courts, Whitley Bay, and Outland. And this is the North Sea Road. see the Spanish city tourist attraction there down in Whitley Bay. Just reopened recently. Sails right way down there. I think is A90. Landed in Newcastle. the northeast of England. The next time I see you will be in my car just a little later on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newcastle. The local time is 11:45, so that's nice and early. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. Now that we're leaving the runway, you can use your handheld electronic devices again. Before you leave the aircraft, please ensure you have everything with you. Take a look in the seat pockets, underneath the seat, and in the overhead compartments. Please take care when opening overhead compartments to ensure that nothing falls out. Any lost property that we find on the aircraft will be handed over to our team here in Newcastle, and if you do have to retrieve it, the airport authority will charge you a fee. If you are given an additional seatbelt or life jacket, please leave these on your seat. If you've checked in a child's buggy, you'll be able to collect this along with your luggage in the arrivals hall, and if you've asked for assistance, please remain seated until all the other passengers have disembarked, and then the crew will be able to assist you. Please have your passports ready for the immigration authorities, and once again we remind you smoking is not permitted, and this includes the use of electronic cigarettes. We do hope you've enjoyed your flight with us today. We'd like to wish you a safe journey home, and thank you for choosing to fly with TUI.
There's a British Airways plane there that'll fly to Heathrow. Right, folks, back in the car now. Just about to leave the airport now. Starts up brilliant. Yeah? Right, hold that. Hold on. Let's go. Bit strange for me, I haven't drove quite a bit. Too far away. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to stop off at the Metrocentre just for a bit of fresh air and that, so we just need to get to the A1 first. that were coming through. Turn into the Metrocentre. For a little bit. Right, stopped off at the Metrocentre, had a quick bite to eat. Now, let's get home. Let's get back to the A1. Best get along this road before rush hour traffic. Right, home now, home sweet home, back here in jolly old England, back in Chelsea Street we are. It's now coming up to 6:45 UK time. I've been busy for the last few hours doing bits and bobs and that. It's a bit sad, it's a bit strange to be home as well, but it's not bad. I don't think I could last 2 weeks away on holiday. I'll get a bit homesick after a week. So, full summary of the whole holiday. For the first time ever in my life, I went to Spain. We went to Salou in Costa de Roda. The purpose of this holiday was to enjoy the sun, sea and Spanish hospitality. There wasn't that much in the way of trains, but there was definitely a lot of sunshine and seaside. So this diary is probably going to be more like a wish you were here sort of diary. So, review. Monday, drove to Newcastle Airport. It's the very first time I've ever done that. I did a meet and greet where I parked up in a car park and then they take my car and secure it for a week. Quite good at actually. And then checking in for a Thompson flight, TUI flight. Airport check-in these days, I think it's much easier than what it's ever been before. It was very quick as well. Being up at that time in the morning, I was really tired. I hardly got any sleep either. So once we checked in, we'd settled down, looked around like duty-free shops and all that. Then got on TOM 1203 flight to Reus, which was a Boeing 737. Nice planes they are. We took off at 6 o'clock. And for my very first flight, wow. As soon as the plane takes off on the runway, it's like a roller coaster ride, and when you're going up, you really feel the G-forces getting into you, and your stomach starts tightening in, and also your ears start popping as well. But once you're up a height, the views are just absolutely spectacular indeed. We got to Reus, which is actually a city near Salou and Tarragona in that. The airport there mainly caters for passengers travelling from the resorts of Salou, Cambrils, Tarragona, etc. So a lot of the flights there just run seasonal. Since we arrived at Reus, we got our coach transfer to our hotel. We went half board. We had our breakfast and dinner included, and our coach transfers included as well. So we were transferred to the California Gardens Hotel in Salou. Lovely hotel it was. Restaurant was good, food was good. Well, a little bit might have been bland, and if you don't have the fish, be careful, because they didn't take some of the fish, the bones weren't even took out of it. Our room was nice. We had a balcony. We're on the first floor. We had a view of the swimming pools and like the general outside lounge area. It was nice, that actually. The beds were a little bit too hard for my liking. I like my soft bed. Here, I've got like a memory foam mattress topper on top of it. So for our first night, we went, well, for the first day, as soon as we got there, because in the afternoon, went straight to the beach. And Llevant Beach in Salou, at the moment, that's one of the best beaches I have ever been on in my life. Lovely and golden. The seawater, the Balearic Sea, was crystal clear. You could see all the way to the bottom, whereas our sea up here, the North Sea, can be a little bit mucky sometimes. At times it's good, at times it's bad. Each of the days, that is what we were doing pretty much a lot. Just enjoying the beach, soaking up the sunshine, the glitz and the glamour. Dinner in the hotel, we went out for a drink. I tried sangria for the first time. Now that was nice. It's red wine, like punch, with a load of fruit in it. Then went back to the hotel to finish it there. Then on to day 2. Once again, started on the beach for a good few hours. The weather was, in general, pretty much good throughout the holiday, although we did have 2 flash thunderstorms, which ended up with flash flooding, and on one of the days there was a little bit of rain as well, but on the whole the weather was beautiful. On the Wednesday was actually the first time I got to see the Spanish railway company, Renfe. In previous years you had to have a permit to photograph on the stations in Spain, but that got withdrawn, which I was happy about. Throughout that I got a good selection of Renfe trains. Salou station is a very quiet station, only like one long platform and also another one that's not really used much. So I've got a variety of regional and intercity style trains. Then the Tuesday night we tried, well, we had cocktails for our drink. Then going into Wednesday. Now Wednesday was a big day for us, because on Wednesday we travelled to the Catalonian capital, Barcelona, and that was going to be a challenge for us. There were 2 big stations in Barcelona and I managed to film both of them, no problems whatsoever. The first one, Barcelona Sants. It's completely underground, 14 platforms, and the station actually looked more like Birmingham New Street station, albeit this time the platforms were completely underground, no daylight whatsoever. Trains were literally in and out all the time, a wide variety of Renfe, like regional intercity trains, including ones going to and from the Spanish capital, Madrid. That's a place I would like to go in the future, although there is very tight security at Atocha station. Also saw the TGV from Paris that runs there. Barcelona, it's a lovely city, although unfortunately we didn't see as much of the city as what we would have liked to have done. We were pressed for time and we didn't really plan it well. The only particular bits of Barcelona I knew were La Rambla, one of the most famous streets in Europe. It's a very long street, it's got like 5 different sections. I knew about the beaches as well and the cathedral. I was hoping to go and see the Camp Nou football stadium, home of FC Barcelona. I did actually get a cap, a little souvenir of that as well. But as it turned out, there were a lot of other sites we missed out on. While we were over there, it did start to rain, and we hadn't took any coats or pack-a-mac either. We got around to the Barcelona Metro. Now the Metro system was very good. The train's air-conditioned, so it was nice and cool. We paid €8.60 for a day ticket. I did the other terminal, Station de Francia. It had a bit of King's Cross and Brighton station feel to it, because it was curved and there were 2 large overroofs. Although it was a bit more of a quiet station actually, didn't really see many people around. Went back to Salou, and after we had dinner at McDonald's, bang, thunderstorms, and they're quite spectacular over there as well, like tropical storms pretty much, and then it was all flash flooding. Then we had to brave the rain, and we made our way to the Rose and Crown. It was a British pub, a couple there that lived in Spain for 23 years. It was like being back at home having a drink there. Oh yeah, actually on the second night we went to a pub called the Sports Legends Tavern, which had a bit of a British feel to it. And so going into day 4, we went to visit to another resort, Tarragona, north of Salou, which is more of a port city, although it did have some beaches to it. The station looked like it had been getting refurbished. The addition there was trains from Reus joined the line. I was hoping to get some freight as well. I did get a few freight eventually. It was a lovely hot sunny day. We had a nice walk along the beach and then a couple of drinks in the port area. Places like that, the more, if you want like a quieter holiday. Then came back to Salou. We actually went to Tarragona after I'd been on the beach. One thing I liked about Renfe trains was that they were always cool, fully air conditioned as well. The platform heights for the stations, they vary. Some of them are like footpaths, some of them are like what you see over here. That was good. The next day, Saturday, had a ride on the tourist train. Went to Cap de Salou, again another quieter part of that resort. The views, what you get, are lovely. The beach is just golden, and the sea was just crystal blue as well. Much more bluer than our North Sea, I should say. Again, went to the beach afterwards. Sunday, the main activity of Sunday was to go to Cambrils, which we did. Cambrils was a nice resort as well. Got a few trains filmed as well. Then it did have a bit of a lively bit, but then it was more of a quieter place as well. Yesterday, we just spent all day in Salou, just relaxing, and I did get a few final trains as well at the station, and we saw a lovely light show is there as well. And then today we came home, we left this morning, left Reus at 10:30, got back to Newcastle at 11:45 British time, stopped off at the Metrocentre on the way back. It's one of the benefits of driving, and we've been back here for quite a few hours now. I'm tired now, back to work tomorrow, but the good news for you is that I do have another video diary coming up later on this month. 25th of September, I'm treating myself to a day out in South Yorkshire. Going to be doing Doncaster and Sheffield areas. That'll be nice. Meantime, follow me on Twitter, AlexDodds4, the link is on the bottom left hand corner of the screen. Thank you for watching this and the other parts. I know each day I've been doing, it's been really, really short, but that's because there haven't been a lot for us to do, apart from just relaxing on the beach and having drinks. But back to life, back to reality. Now we're back in the UK. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next diary. Good night, or I should say, adios, amigos.